Hello everybody, I'm Josh Cork and this is your weekly Blue Edge Energy Market Snapshot. Here's a quick hit for you to focus on, to pay attention to. Our August natural gas is up 78.7 cents due to a disappointing EIA storage report. And so let's just go ahead and jump right on into this. The July contract fell off the books last week at $6.55.1, and so we set our sights to the August price. And where is that falling off yesterday? $6.29.7 a decatherm. Here's a quick depiction of its price movement over the last 12 months. You'll see it's kind of like climbing a mountain, moving up to the top where we rounded out near $9.70, and then it's kind of falling off on the backside over the last week or so. Now this bar graph here shows some of the same data points, just in a bar graph. You can see the drastic change since last year to now. Let's talk about the current regional cash out prices. In Chicago, they're at $5.35.5 a decatherm. Meanwhile, the Ventura Northern Natural Gas System on our western part of the state is at $5.28 a decatherm. This, of course, is important. We take the average of the dailies for a given month. That becomes our sellback price, or our purchase price if we need more gas in a given month. Now let's take a look at this very important next graph. It's a chart of the next 4 years of futures. Notice the price trend over time. As we continue forward, it gets lower and lower as we go further out. Also notice the jump up from last week compared to now, and that's all due to today's activity with the storage report. Here's the same information as a bar graph focusing on winter prices. Next winter, November to March strip, sits at $6.24.8 a decatherm. The 2023-2024 sits at $4.97.7. The 2024 and 2025 winter sits at $4.82.2 a decatherm. So let's shift gears to this week's storage report. The EIA storage report for this week showed a plus 60 BCF of change in the ground storage inventory, way below what was expected. It took everybody off rhythm here, and that's why the price jumped up today. Now let's put this in context. Right now our current inventory is 2,311 BCF. We are 261 BCF behind last year and 322 BCF behind the 5-year moving average. So now with that behind us, let's talk about the weather. The Wisconsin short-term weather forecast is calling for daytime highs to remain near the 80 mark and a little bit above. But then later on this week, we're going to be in the upper 80s during the day. And our nighttime temps, they're going to keep hanging around in the 60s range. So we got quite a disparity from night to day. Meanwhile, the 8 to 14-day national weather forecast is calling for cooler than normal weather across the Ohio River Valley, with above normal temperatures from the Plain States and west, including Texas. So let's take a few parting market shots with everything that's been going on. The old saying is that to err is human, but to really mess up, it requires one of these, a computer. Well, we've seen that in practice twice in the past week. Once last Thursday when a surprising strong storage report, plus 8 BCF above what was expected, drove the market down $1.07 in one lousy day. Now a surprising weak storage report on Thursday this week, 14 BCF behind. What happened? The market shot up 78.7 cents. As we've noted in the past, it's fairly typical that when we get a surprise in one direction, that is followed by a surprise in the other direction. Nonetheless, the commodities markets are real-time markets, and if your financial trading position gets underwater, you will receive a cash call from your broker calling for immediate cash or securities to cover your position. And no, they will not wait till next week. And when the market makes a big enough swing that needs to stop the bleeding and cover your positions, will lead to a cascade of stop-loss orders that creates a cascade effect like the ones we've just observed over the past week. This is the same trading action that is often observed in our own stock market. When you hear about the Dow is down 500 or up 800, once the computers take over, things get really ugly real fast, and they have to burn themselves out before the market resumes some level of normal. So on behalf of myself, Blake, Karen, and TJ, have yourself a wonderful weekend until we meet again. Take care.